What's up, guys? It's been a while since I've done a video, so I thought I'd just go ahead and just give you an update on where I'm at with my 2019 Electra Glass Standard. It's came a long way since I first bought it. I've done a lot to it. That's one of the benefits of having this bike. It's considered a basic touring motorcycle, so you can basically make it the way you want. So real quickly, just want to walk around. You guys new to the channel. I bought this in 2019. Pretty much everything you see cosmetically on here, I did myself, including the handlebars. A quick rundown of everything I've done to this bike so far. For you who's not familiar with this bike, one of the first things I did was actually got a regular seat for it. This is not the original seat I started off with, but I got a standard seat that normally comes on a Street Glide, Electric Glide. I bought that off of Go Down in San Marcos. I also went ahead and added the floorboards, the passenger floorboards. Obviously the standard doesn't come with that. The Electric Glide standard, that is, don't come with those. I also put on the highway pegs. That was one of the first things I actually put on it, to be honest. So it's been 6'1", it's good to stretch your legs out a little bit. I also added these lower fairings. Easy to install. Didn't come with a stress when I bought them, but it's pretty self-explanatory. Also, I changed the handlebars. So these are actually the mini apes from Harley Davidson. I got those in matte black. I also bought the lighted hand controls. Got those from Harley Davidson also. Because the Electric Glass Standard doesn't come with infotainment center, so you didn't have all these buttons for like nothing. So I just went ahead and got that. So moving to my head unit, this is the latest thing I added. As SoundStream Reserve HD HU 14 Plus. They do have a newer model out, the SI, but I didn't really see the need in getting that. It's probably like $300, $400 more. But I didn't need all that. I also have my RAM mount for my phone, which normally I keep my phone in here, attached, hooked up by USB. But sometimes I do put it out here when I don't have it hooked up. I don't need to use the GPS. The seat that I currently have on it right now is a Saddleman. It's a heated extended reach. I got this on clearance from Harley Davidson, so I didn't pay that much for that. I actually paid, I believe it's like $267. That seat normally costs $900, and it came with the backrest. I'll also put on the saddlebag guards. I did that myself. Bought those on Amazon also, so that way if I drop the bike, I don't worry about protecting these saddlebags. Real easy install. The one thing I will say is when you buy these for the Electric Glass Standard, it doesn't have the bolts at the top. So I actually had to get those. I got those from, it was a pretty easy fix. I just went ahead and got those off of Home Depot. So made a trip there and was able to get it. I also added the detachable brackets on here. Once again, the Electric Glass Standard didn't come with that. Got the Tour Pack. I like the King Tour Pack because I like using, I need the room, so if I go on a longer road trip, I'm going to the store and I get stuff, I can actually get quite a bit of groceries or whatever I need, throw it back there. This saddlebag did not come with this light. I went ahead and bought that separately. It didn't have the holes for it, so I just went ahead and got the template off of Custom Dynamics. And this is real easy install, so it's look good. And of course, it had the little the antenna mount, so I just bought these off Amazon just to put those on, so you won't have a bare screw. Down here, I also got LED. I replaced all the lights on this bike to LED. So I don't know why Harley doesn't take care of that, but hey, it is what it is. I have sequential saddleback lights. These are cool. I like these because they're actually red for running lights, but they're yellow for the sequential turn signals, which is kind of cool. The brake lights obviously red. Also, I got LED filler lights. Got those on Amazon also. I like that because they're dual colors. So the outside of it is red, but the turn signals are yellow. So of course it stays. It had red running lights and red brake lights. I also replaced these. That was one of the first LED lights I got for it. I got rid of that brake light. This one actually has the light on the top. So I just went ahead and just covered that up with a piece of tape. Can't really notice it unless you look at it. I also got rid of the 2 turn signals or brake lights that came on here. So I got the turn signal eliminators from Custom Dynamics, and that's what this bracket is here. So I got that in black, so it looks pretty good from here. Also on the side of the saddlebags, I also have the lights here. You can't see it now, but those were pretty easy to install. I did get the wiring harness. I bought that online, so it was easy, just a plug and play. I think I paid like maybe $30-something for that. Here's the controls for the heated seats right here. So I got controls for the I guess you would call it the driver. Then you have the actual passenger, so the rider and the passenger. That's come in handy. Or my mount for the GoPro rather. So this is what I use sometimes for my GoPro. I have various ones, but I like this one because I don't have to really deal with anything. So once again, here's the stereo. I got the mic right here for the Bluetooth, so I take phone calls. I have taken a call on here before a few times. Called my wife to test it and it worked out good. She had no problem hearing me. The front, I changed the headlights out. Got these on Amazon also. They work great, and I'm gonna tell you something, those lights will light up the whole street with no problem. I also got the LED turn signals with the white halo, yellow turn signals. I also got LED lights for the lower fairings. This one's air cooled, so obviously, you know, I got the one for the air cooled fairing. So those are pretty straightforward, easy to install. Haven't had any problems with it. They haven't popped out or anything. Washed the bike a few times, no water. Got inside any of the lights. So basically, this whole bike, I pretty much made it the way that I wanted. And also, I almost forgot the exhaust. So I got some new slip-ons from RC Extreme. I got those also from Harley Davidson, and those were actually on sale. Once again, I paid probably like $200. I think it was like $240 for those. They normally run about $600-700. So you can find deals out there. You just gotta know where to look. I also got a lock for my seat right there. Gotta have that. I do plan on getting locks for my saddlebag. So if I go somewhere, someone can just take off with it. But other than that, everything's pretty much the way I like it. There's a few more things I want to do to it, so I think cosmetically I'm good. The one thing I do like about this bike that I will tell you is that the fact that you can change it, the look of it. So I could take off the seat, go back with the stock seat, like my Solo. I can take this off and go back Solo seat, which I'll probably never do. I'm probably gonna just sell it and get rid of it. I also have the standard seat that comes on the Electric Glide or the Road Glide and the Street Glide, so I can change that out. I have a backrest, so I can take this off, put my passenger backrest on, and give it a sleek look. And I also have a little luggage rack that goes back here. And I'll post some pictures of that to show you what that looks like. So yeah, so really, outstanding bike. Oh, that's pretty cool. He's cruising on that. Doesn't matter what you ride, guys, just get out and do it. It's a lot of fun. But yeah, but pretty much I like the bike. I love the fact that I can change the way it looks just by simply changing out the seats and things of that nature. You can make this bike the way you want, and that's the perfect thing. That's what I like about this bike. The amount of money that I spent for everything that you see on this bike is still cheaper, or I should less. I should use the word cheap. It will be less than if I would got a, let's say, Electra Guide Limited with the dollar amount. So the most expensive thing I put on this bike so far is actually the radio. And this is the second radio that I put on here. I had actually a Sony AX5000, which I love. It came with a kit from Fat Cycles, which I believe is no longer in business. It was just plug and play. Only issue I had with it was it wasn't waterproof. It was like water resistant, and water actually will get into the buttons. There were some buttons along here, and then for no reason, like if I watch the bike, the volume and button wouldn't work. You couldn't turn it off. You couldn't. It was just crazy until it dried out. So I just went ahead and invested that. And I also did get that stereo on sale from a local shop up in Temple, Texas. Badass Cycles. So I just shouts out to those guys. But I got a good deal on that. So yes, but everything's good. So now I'm gonna look at performance parts. So I'm definitely gonna get better shocks. The shocks on these things they're okay, but if you get out there and you actually hit some bumps, it'll bottom out. So Harley Davidson put some horrible, well, for me, I think they could have done a lot better job on the suspension. I'm gonna change the rear shocks, and I'm gonna actually change the springs in the forks. So I might just get a set. That's probably gonna run me about $1,200 but I plan on riding this thing many miles. Once again, guys, this is Texas Grunts. Thank you for checking out my channel, and I look forward to making more videos in the future. So hit me up in the comments and tell me what you think about this bike. Is it worth it? Do you think I should just went ahead and got a street glide and just went that route? But I will say this, the one thing I didn't like about back in 2019 when I bought this bike, I didn't like the fact that you didn't have Android Auto, Apple CarPlay standard on those stereo systems. For what they charge for that stereo, if I was to put a GTS on this, we're talking about $1,800. I paid half of that for this radio. Mind you, it doesn't show tire temperatures and things like that. You get the SI for that if that's what you want, if you need that. But I didn't really worry about that. I can go ahead and just check the air pressure myself. But anyway, guys, thanks for checking out my channel. And once again, if you're thinking about getting Electra Glide Standard, you don't want to spend a lot of money, and you just want to fix the way you want, this is the perfect way to do it. Or just get you a street glide and you can do the same thing. Basically, you just have the infotainment center already on it, and you may have ABS. This bike does not have ABS, so it was an option back then. And I'm not sure if it's still an option now. If they're going to carry this bike this year. They haven't announced the 2023. I guess they got more models to go announce throughout the year. Haven't really heard anything as of today, beginning of March, so I haven't heard anything. So I hope they do continue to make this bike for those guys that don't want to spend a lot of money, because prices are going up and you may not want to put a lot of money at one time. Everything I've done on this bike I've done over the past 3 years, so it didn't hurt my wallet. If I'd have built wallets at one time, it would have been enough. I could have done it, but I like doing it one thing at a time, because you can build off what you have, and you may change your mind on certain things. I definitely changed my mind on a few options. Oh, and also I forgot to say, I also replaced the grips. They come with rubber grip standard, which were crap. I think Harley shouldn't even put those on bikes. But anyway, that's just my opinion. All right, guys, catch y'all later.